So I really don't think we know at all what is actually going on with Jamarra Ugle-Hagan right now. Again, there has been a ton of different rumors going online about Jamarra, some crazy and some to the less extent a little bit more normal. But for those of you who don't know, it was reported a couple months ago that Jamarra had actually taken some time off football and he's only just returned in the last couple weeks to the Western Bulldogs, where he came to training, apparently has done some good things, but is still, at the time making this video, a little bit off of playing AFL. Again, I believe he actually took time off due to some mental health issues and all of the above. And of course, this has led to a ton of rumors with reporters coming out there and saying that he has actually pissed off kind of a lot of people at the club, including Luke Beveridge, the coach, Marcus Bontempelli, the captain, and somehow Rory Lobb. Again, we don't really know how or why he and Rory Lobb are having issues. Again, there have been a ton of different rumors online, some which I'll talk about because for starters, I don't think any of them are real, but there was legit people saying that Jamarra had an incident with Rory Lobb's partner. There was even one that was super crazy that apparently Jamarra actually got into a massive fight with Rory Lobb at a party and had a weapon. Again, none of these are true. I want to clarify that most likely 99.999% of these aren't true, but it's important to actually talk about these rumors just because of how much off-field drama there has been with Jamarra that has happened under and behind the scenes that we really just don't know about. So Jamarra is currently extremely behind. The pick one, who was supposed to have a massive year for the Dogs, doesn't look like he's close to playing a Western Bulldogs game. He's going to be very much eased into it, and when he does, there's apparently still a lot of ties that he has to fix, and there's just a lot of rumors that by the end of this year, he will be requesting a trade to a different team, or more so likely, the Western Bulldogs will be putting him up for trade to go to a different team. So this has led to a lot of reporters and news analysts out there actually speculating on where Jamarra should go and who should give Jamarra a chance. Again, it is being said that you got to take a chance on him. Apai's great, pleads with former club to pursue the troubled dog. It's being said that Collingwood Premiership captain Tony Shaw has encouraged his former club to pursue Jamarra Ugle-Hagan after the talented key forward has been embroiled in a controversial off-season. Ugle-Hagan spent time away from the Western Bulldogs during the summer, and reports have suggested that the 22-year-old will not be considered for selection this season until he repairs several damaged relationships at the club. The Bulldogs have reportedly had concerns about Jamarra Ugle-Hagan's professionalism and even considered leaving him out of last year's elimination final loss to Hawthorn due to his off-field behaviour. But the former number one draft pick's talent is undeniable. He kicked a career-best 43 goals from 22 games last year. A standout feature Ugle-Hagan's 2024 season was that he kicked more than half of his goals against top 8 sides, including 3 straight hauls of 4 goals in wins against Carlton at Marvel, Geelong at GMHBA, and Sydney at the SCG as the Bulldogs stormed towards September. This is why Shaw has pleaded with Collingwood to go after Ugle-Hagan, who is contracted until 2026, especially considering a 29-year-old Dan McStay is their youngest regular key forward. He says, "My old club will be jumping out of their skin. A key forward with athleticism, you have got to take a chance on him," Shaw said on 3AW. You have got to think you can change him. Being a Collingwood person, if they didn't have a go at him if became available, I think that would be wrong. If he became available to other clubs, they would take a chance on him. Every other club thinks they can do it better than the club they came from, where they have no troubles. No doubt there would be 10 clubs jumping at it, and they would make him pay the price suitable for their group. Shaw also expressed his shock that the Bulldogs played Ugle-Hagan in the elimination final if they were concerned about it. The 1990 Premiership skipper believed it would have been unwanted distraction and pointed the finger at Luke Beveridge for this decision. That is mind-boggling. Just putting one person's position ahead of everyone else in that team, it can only cause a ruckus, he said. The kid can play, but he had by all accounts a checkered life in that way, and it's come to a head. That is the coach's problem. Whether to pick him or not, he is the one who pulls those reins. Shaw also believes that Ugle-Hagan must own up to his mistakes, and if he does, there is no reason why fractures cannot heal, as it has happened countless times before in football clubs. I didn't find it groundbreaking that you have to improve relationships before you play, he said. You say, sorry coach, I've done the wrong thing. When you are a teammate, you just want them to be out there to play to be a good teammate, but also to win the game because you are a professional footballer. He has to come in terms with that. Working against the Magpies is that they do not currently have a first round pick in this year's draft, and trading it to the Gold Coast as part of a 3-club deal to recruit Dan Houston's Port Adelaide. Speculation about the future of key forwards is growing across the competition, with reports in recent days that Hawthorn have their sights on West Coast co-captain Oscar Allen. The 25-year-old free agent had previously been linked to the Brisbane Lions as a potential Joe Danaher replacement, but the Hawks are reportedly prepared to offer a top-end long-term contract to pinch another pillar at the Eagles after snaring keyback Tom Barrass last period. Again, there's also been reports as well that the Brisbane Lions had their eyes set on Jamarra Ugle-Hagan, but as we know, they've kind of pivoted to Oscar Allen. The thing is that I say about this is that if the rumours are true that him and Marcus Bontempelli just do not like each other now, Marcus Bontempelli is sick and fed of trying to help him, and Luke Beveridge doesn't want to play him. He doesn't even want him in the team at the moment. And there's issues with other players like Rory Lobb and God knows what else. I think there is a big chance that Jamarra will be getting traded from the Dogs this season, and they could be looking to try and trade him for not a top 5 pick, not a top 10 pick, maybe just moving him on. You clear some cap space. You've already got gun key forwards right now in Norton and Darcy, while also having Jordan Croft coming through the VFL as well. It doesn't mean they're going to move on from Jamarra, but if a team like Collingwood actually came out and offered you an interesting deal, you probably wouldn't deny it. And I mean, one player who is a free agent who would be so good for the Western Bulldogs does happen to be Braden Maynard. Now, look, I'm not saying that Collingwood would move on from Braden Maynard. In fact, I think they're going to do everything they can to try and keep him. But the thing is that the Western Bulldogs need a good backman or two desperately, and I think they would be willing to pay Maynard absolutely anything under the sun to try and get him to come to the team and add some spirit, some ferocity to that backline, while also going up to Collingwood and saying, look, we can give you Jamarra for Braden Maynard. We can do a thing where we, of course, sign Braden Maynard. If you guys want to match him, we can give you Jamarra and we can make this happen. So it means that Collingwood, they finally get their key forward, and they get a really good, young, promising key forward who, if you can fix him, you can try and make something like that happen. Again, I don't think this will happen though. I think Braden Maynard will obviously stay at the Pies, and it's just a suggestion if he does get overpaid by the Dogs. But there might be another backman or something that the, Collingwood Football Club may be semi-interested. So that's already, a thing like that where the Dogs are semi-interested in, that could possibly happen. But honestly, I don't know what the Pies would do to get Jamarra. I don't think you could part ways with a future first. I'm not too sure if the Dogs would accept that at all. They're probably still going to want something pretty decent. But again, they might think that maybe his value is like pick 11 or 12, which Collingwood are, probably projected to have something like that at this time. So it will be interesting to see how this does unfold and where Jamarra is playing next season, and if he will get moved on, or if a team like Brisbane will try and get him. Again, I think Lions are actually the one that I would assume will be most heavily going for him, especially when I think Oscar Allen will probably inevitably re-sign with the West Coast Eagles. They will probably go after Jamarra, and maybe less distractions going to Brisbane or something like that. I'm not too sure, but that would be a very interesting one. But again, of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Where do you guys think Jamarra Ugle-Hagan is going to land? And do you guys think he might, stay at the Dogs? Will he fix the relationship? Or will he go to a team like Collingwood? Again, I'd very much like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for all latest sports content and news. My gaming channel, which will also be getting linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.